OpenAI is building their own chip, and according to SemiAnalysis, it beats Nvidia Blackwell on inference. Here's what that means for your code. Jalapeño is OpenAI's custom ASIC designed specifically for transformer inference, not training. Blackwell is a general-purpose GPU monster. The key insight from the SemiAnalysis teardown: when you optimize silicon for one job, you win on that job. Jalapeño reportedly delivers better tokens per second per watt than Blackwell for inference. That's the number that drives your API bill. Why does this matter to you as a developer? 3 reasons. First, lower inference cost. Custom silicon is cheaper to run, and that margin can get passed down. Second, lower latency. Fewer memory bottlenecks means faster time to first token. Third, less Nvidia dependency. OpenAI controls its own supply chain, which means fewer capacity crunches when you need to scale. Let's make this concrete. Here's how to benchmark time to first token and throughput against the OpenAI API right now, so you have a baseline before and after any infrastructure shift. Run this weekly and log the results. If Jalapeño infrastructure rolls out under the existing API endpoints, which is how OpenAI would do it, silently, you'll see the numbers improve without changing a single line of application code. That's the bet OpenAI is making: transparent hardware upgrades. Now here's something more actionable. One of the big architectural wins for custom inference silicon is memory bandwidth, which directly affects how well you can run large batch sizes. If you're calling the API in a loop, you're leaving throughput on the table. Batch your requests. Sequential calls stack latency. Concurrent calls share the infrastructure's batch window, and that's exactly what custom inference silicon is optimized for. 5 sequential calls might take 4 seconds total. 5 concurrent calls, under a second. Same API, different usage pattern. Last one. If you're self-hosting models, on Blackwell or anything else, here's a one-liner benchmark you should run before committing to any hardware. This hits a local VLLM server and measures raw throughput. The SemiAnalysis piece points out that Jalapeño's edge comes from tight co-design between the chip, the interconnect, and the software stack, the same playbook Google used with TPUs. The moment you co-design the stack, general-purpose silicon loses. Blackwell is still the king for training, for flexibility, for anything that isn't pure inference at scale. But for inference at scale? The game is changing. The practical upshot for developers: watch your TTFT and throughput metrics closely over the next 6 months. If OpenAI migrates production traffic to Jalapeño infrastructure, you'll see it in the numbers before they announce anything. Your benchmark script is your early warning system. And if you're making build vs buy decisions on inference infrastructure right now, this is a strong signal to stay API side until the dust settles. Subscribe for weekly AI coding tools coverage. Link to the SemiAnalysis breakdown in the description. It's a deep read, worth your time.